Hey everybody, this is Pito Idiartu with Startown Stables. This is my daughter Alana, and this is Esperanza. We're doing a little short video on how we trim our horses and how we get them groomed up for a horse show or exhibition. The Paso Fino is usually natural. You know, the only time we really trim them up is for a horse show or some type of exhibition or a parade. In this case, Alana's going to be doing a video at the upcoming show, the Tron Legacy Show next weekend. She's going to be doing a little video to promote the Paso Fino. So in the next segment, we'll show you how we go about trimming these horses. All right, guys, the way I like to get started is first off, you want to make sure that the horse is relatively clean. She had a bath yesterday, so she's pretty clean. You don't want to have to be trimming in muddy feet and whatnot, and give them a good brush down. As with all horses, you want to approach them like you've never been around them before. Always let them see what you're doing. We're getting ready to put some fly spray on her. This time of year, flies are bad. They get fidgety, and so we need them to be as comfortable and calm as possible. So I'm going to spray a little fly spray. All right, everybody, so I kind of wanted to show you what parts of the horse that we trim. The horses will grow whiskers, long whiskers around their muzzle. They'll grow long whiskers up here, their eyebrows or whatnot. As you can see, they get hair in their ears. That's to protect them in the winter and keep anything from going down in their ears, but their ears get kind of fuzzy. And then around their feet, you'll see they'll get fuzzy around the feet. A lot of it will grow right here. You know, they grow a hair in the winter and shed in the summer, but they keep a lot of long hair around. So that's all we trim. In some cases, some breeds like to trim a bridle path. I personally don't like that because it grows out into a weird mohawk. So we don't usually do bridle path. We just do ears, or the whiskers around the eyes, the muzzle, and the feet. All right, guys, so here's how I like to start. I like to start out doing their feet first. It's usually the easier of the things to do. The ears tends to be a little bit more difficult because, you know, they're buzzing in their ears. Nobody likes to get tickled in their ears, so it usually tends to be the most difficult part of the trimming. So I like to start with the feet first. I just got some regular hair shears and a comb, and this is how we do ours. Go down here, very calm, pet her, let her know where I'm at. Comb down this hair that's around the foot right here. Get it combed down. So there's a line right here on top of the hoof called the coronary band. I like to cut along that line. So I just start here, trimming. Make sure I cut as evenly as possible, all the way around there. See how that looks nice and neat? A little bit right here. Basically, you're cutting some bangs on her feet. Back here a little bit. And I get around as far as I can get on this first foot on this side. Then I like to do this side of the other foot. And everybody does things differently. This is just how I do it. I've done thousands of horses over the years. We used to take 18 or 20 to a horse show at a time. They'd all have to be done in 1 or 2 days ready for the horse show. So I've been doing this a long time, and this is just how I find it easier to do. Everybody does it different. You want to make it look as nice and neat as possible. Now that I've done the outside, or the inside of this opposite foot, and the outside of this foot, then I'll go around to the other side and get the rest done. So our horses will get a lot of hair right here on the back of their legs. Hers hasn't grown out too long, but we just want to trim it up a little bit so it kind of looks uniform. And I just look at it from the side and take off as little as I can as possible, just as it doesn't look crazy. But like I said, sometimes it gets really long, and then at that point I'll use some clippers with a guard on it and get it down nice and even. But even though we're giving her a haircut, we try to keep it as natural looking as possible. I don't you shave down all their feet completely. Just want to still look natural as possible, but nice and neat. All right, everybody, so we're going to do the back feet. As anybody knows, you got to be careful with the back feet of the horse. I always want to let them see where I'm at, pet her, talk to her, say, easy mama. I'm going down here to the back. I'm standing to the side. And you see how her feet are right now? They're not, she's not completely balanced. So I like to give her a little tug and get her over here to where she's squared up. Okay. That way she's balanced and whatnot. And what I like to do is I like to keep my hand on this tail just so she knows where I'm at. And if she moves a little bit, I got her. But I go down real easy, pet real easy all the way down. Let her know I'm back here. And then I start trimming right here. The small scissors are really comfortable because you can get in tight spots if you get low. They're really helpful. Just kind of trim it up around there. Make it look nice and neat. Trim it really good as you can get it. All right, so now that we finished the feet, here's what the finished product looks like. Just nice and neat as you can get it. She's a really good girl, stood real good for us. Now this mare's been done a good bit, but you know, there's some that haven't been done, and we'll do another video later on a first time trimming for a horse. But just follow us at www.startownstables.com and on our YouTube channel, and we'll be posting more videos of different stuff like this in the near future. Next, I'm going to do the whiskers around her muzzle, around her eyes, get some of that the longer whiskers off. I like to use these larger clippers here. I can dial them back a little bit. Don't want to get every bit of the hair, but I want to get the longer, so I don't put it down to the bottom. Before I get close to her, I let her smell. Let her feel the clippers on her nose a little bit. It tickles them, so they might be a little wiggly. So I just kind of get them used to it with the clippers first, and then I real easy and gentle. Real easy. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. She's used to this. So she's a pro. Always very gentle, very easy with them. Like I said, you don't want them to get a bad experience, to jump, to run into the clippers, maybe possibly get injured. You know, these are all stuff that can be traumatic for them, make it difficult to do the next time. Just patience, just like with everything. You gotta have good patience with them and be gentle. Taking a little bit of extra time now could save you tons of time in the future. If you happen to have something happen that creates a problem. As you can see, we got most of the big whiskers done. A lot of horses will get real hairy under their chin, kind of like me. And I like to trim that up a little bit. Get it nice and neat. You gotta move the halter around a little bit to get that done. And sometimes you have to look at different angles because you'll miss some whiskers. You're a good girl. All right, I got the muzzle pretty good. And here around the eyes, you gotta be very careful. Here's what I do, just to avoid any kind of accident or issue, is I'll put my finger right on top of that eye, right? And they'll automatically close it, and that just prevents me from accidentally getting the clippers, them jumping or accidentally getting the clippers. I'd much rather something happen to me than something happen to her eye. Just like that, very easy and gentle. Those bottom whiskers, I don't do the eyelashes because that would just be weird. But now you see how her eyes got those long eyelashes, eyebrows, whiskers, whatever you want to call them, they're gone. Go over here to the other eye, I do the same thing. Easy, I put my thumb over it. That way safety's always real easy and gentle. And looky there, gone. Gotta kind of bend the ear back so you can get down in there real good as possible. Not enough to hurt them or anything. You don't want to twist the ear, hurt them in any way. You want to still get it nice and clean in there. You see how I left this tip here? I like to go up, and I like to cut this tip at an angle like that. All right? I like to leave that little tip on there at an angle, and I'll show you why here in a minute. Because we like to have our horses with their ears facing forward, ears up, curved in. This is kind of like a little optical illusion. Whenever they got their ears facing forward, leaving that little bit of hair there, makes it look nice and neat, like they got their ears curved in, really nice. That's just a little trick we do. Easy, pattern. So easy, mama, easy. So we're close. We're almost done with this one. Make sure that's nice and neat, and when I get done, we'll put some baby oil in it so you can see how it looks. See how that line is nice and neat? All right, hold this. All right, so whenever we're done, we like to get a little baby oil, put on a rag, nice clean rag, a little bit of baby oil like that. And then I take it like this, grab the ear, and wipe outwards. Wipe outwards, try to get all the loose hair out so it doesn't fall in their ear. Tickle them a little bit. Get that nice and oiled up. And there's your finished product on the ear on that one. And do the same on this side. Wipe it out really good. Maybe flip this rag over a little bit. Might need a little bit more oil. So there's your finished product on that. If you look at both ears, nice and sharp. So I like to take the rag also, go over their eyes a little bit, and their muzzle, to where we shaved them at. Get them looking nice and oiled up. And that's it. So that concludes our little video of how to do a mare ready for show. Like I said before, this is a mare who's been done a lot, but this is a Pasofino mare. Pasofinos is known to have some high spirit, but she's been dealt with right from a young age. Got a good foundation put on her. As long as you handle these horses with care and do it right from the beginning, they can be as gentle as they get. But thank you, and I'd also like to give a shout out to Alidita Ortiz, a world-class trainer. That's who taught me how to trim horses whenever I was 12 years old. So thank you, and tune into check out our website, www.startownstables.com. Thank you. Have a